A search by the Associated Press of government safety databases and media reports identified at least 150 instances of U.S. commercial air carriers landing or starting to land at wrong airports since the early 1990s.
A cargo plane roars into the Kansas skies the day after the pilots radioed this transmission.
Yes, sir. We just landed at the other airport.
2 months later, a Southwest Airlines jet lands at the wrong airport in Missouri.
For whatever reasons, the pilots weren't comparing what was happening inside the cockpit with the instruments versus, what was happening outside and what they were actually seeing.
The two incidents made headlines, partly due to the fact that the runways at the wrong airports were not intended for the larger aircraft. And it's happened before. An AP review of government records and media reports identified nearly 150 instances where commercial planes landed or started to land at the wrong airport since the early 90s. That includes Moffett Field, a joint civilian-military airport in California. At least 6 times, pilots lined up for landing at Moffett, thinking they were actually on approach for San Jose's International Airport, 10 miles away. Arriving on the incorrect runway poses several hazards.
If you're headed for one particular airport and they're expecting you at Airport A, and you're landing at Airport B and all the traffic in Airport B is not expecting to see you, you could be increasing your potential there of some type of a collision. So, yeah, the risk does increase.
Kevin Hyatt was once the chief pilot for Delta Airlines. As head of the Flight Safety Foundation, he says the procedures and policies in place are enough to prevent planes from touching down where they shouldn't.
And the traveling public isn't going to really have to have any, fears of landing at the wrong airport.
Given the 29,000 daily flights in the U.S., FAA officials say wrong airport landings are rare, but not out of the realm of possibility.
Apparently, we've landed at BEC.
Matt Friedman, Associated Press.